Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
All right, welcome back, everyone. What a great show.
Oh, jeez.
I love when we have so many influential leaders, but more importantly, talent.
Yeah.
Talent. What great talent we have right here in the city of Wilmington, but also in the state of Delaware.
Yeah.
I always say that Delaware is, even though very small, but so mighty and full of just talent, creatives, people that are making an impact and a difference. But last but not least.
And that's a good segue, Vincenzo. That's a great segue, Vincenzo. Talent, Delaware, creatives, singers, and people that give a damn.
Right. And something that we have to mention again, to reiterate what today is.
Yes.
Because today is a very important day.
It's not just a day of service, but the day that we recognize Martin Luther King and his amazing feats, what he did, what he's doing, what has been done, and where we are as just not as a group of people. Well, for everyone about humanity. So the day we celebrated, and this weekend, Cynthia Ty celebrated with her own masterpiece, right?
Masterpiece. That's a perfect way of introducing.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I had the opportunity to go to the Congo Legacy Center last night, and I walked in, didn't know what to expect. I'm not even gonna lie, but I didn't expect trash. You know what I mean? I just didn't know what to expect. And I walk in there, Vincenzo, and I'm like, whoa. I walked in heaven. You see what I did there?
Very good.
I walked into heaven, and that was the set, right? The set was the idea. So Cynthia, welcome to the show, and then we're gonna bring in your guest. Tell everyone what yesterday the celebration was about.
Okay. Well, yesterday was a celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King. We did it a day earlier than his birthday. But there's so many artists in heaven with him, and we wanted to see what a party would be like with the artists in heaven and with Dr. Martin Luther King. And some of his civil rights activists were there with him, and he went first. So they joined him. His wife was there with him, and heaven was peaceful. People were just making amends with each other.
Yeah, I saw that. And speaking of Martin Luther, the King, we have him on set today, right? Martin Luther, the King. Now, you better tell me about who you are.
Hi, my name is Dwight Bazemore. I'm an actor.
Yes, you are.
I'm a creative, and I like to think of myself as a creative because acting is one of the things that feeds the creative beast.
Yeah.
But portraying Dr. Martin Luther King is like, literally no pressure, right?
Right, no pressure. Yeah. Just humanity on you. Yeah.
But it's an honor.
It's a tremendous honor, right? Because you think about the legacy of this man, right? Here we are. He was killed in 1968. And here we are in 2024, still celebrating his birthday. Right?
Still fighting the battle.
Still fighting the same battle,
the
same one.
Yeah.
And he literally died for what he believed in. So being able to portray someone with such magnitude is a tremendous honor.
Now, you played many roles. I remember when I first saw you was watermelon cornbread.
Watermelon cornbread,
right?
Yes, indeed.
And I was like, yo, that bro can act.
Shout out to D. Reed.
Yeah, shout out to D. D brought me my first set of lights.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he brought me my first set of lights when he said, you really want to do this? I was like, yeah.
I called him the mayor of Delaware.
Yeah. So you walk into heaven, Vincenzo. I'm going to paint the picture, right? You walk into heaven, and you see Martin Luther King sitting with his lovely wife. And then you walk up, and I'm going to go out of order. Just play with me when I'm with this, okay?
Right.
So here comes, was it Marvin Gaye?
Yes.
Right, first.
Gaye.
And then Marvin Gaye comes up and introduces Tammy Terrell.
Yeah.
Played by the one, the only, the angel, the voice of an angel, Kim.
Oh, thank you. Yes. It's an amazing moment with Marvin and Tammy because, of course, there was a lot of chatter about these two having a relationship, but it makes it clear that they had a platonic relationship, and that she had actually had a relationship with the person that follows Marvin and Tammy, which we'll get into that.
Yeah,
too. He's sitting here with me.
Yeah.
I wanted to get smart with him. I ain't gonna lie, because I was enrolled.
You was in church.
I wanted to get smart with him when he apologized,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I kept it classy because he was a mess,
right,
to
right.
Tammy, and I felt it.
Wow.
I felt it, but I didn't. We kept it clean.
You also played Kim. You also played. You played Tammy Terrell and,
Yes,
and
Eartha Kitt.
Come
darling.
on, talk to him. Talk to him.
I did. I played Eartha, darling.
Eartha was it. I don't give a damn. Eartha was the first Jet Beauty of the week. Okay. Eartha Kitt, and who else did you play?
Miss Phyllis Hyman.
Wow. And I know that is a huge person to play because also, and I want to segue into this real quick. The play also shedded lights on domestic violence, mental health, and behavior health, right? And Phyllis Hyman, we all know, suffered tremendously on mental health, right? What was it like playing that role?
Well, I've been playing Phyllis Hyman. My band actually played for her, and I actually know her. Her family entrusted me with a lot of her stories.
Right.
And I tell her life, so I'm pretty much I pretty much got her all through me.
Right.
Yeah. There's nothing you can't ask me that I probably couldn't possibly answer. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be able to keep her legacy alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was before mental health was branded.
That's
this way, right?
So I made that clear.
Yeah.
It's that those were things that we could not speak about.
Right.
During those times.
That's it.
It was embarrassing and it was belittling for you to be able to be bipolar, and she dealt with bipolar and depression, deeply.
Yeah.
And then they would go to drugs and alcohol because
it was there. There was
that's what's there. And it tranquilized them for a moment.
Yeah.
But it only for a moment. The real root of the problem remained there when you got sober.
Yeah. So after that, Vincenza, right? And I'm gonna just jump around. James Brown.
Yes.
James Brown shows up. JB show up.
CP Lacey.
Yes.
I just want to say, first of all, I want to say, good morning, Wilmington. Good morning, Delaware. And everybody in the outskirts of wherever you're watching us from. But I do want to say it's a wonderful play. We don't call it a play, it's a production.
Yes, yeah.
And I played the role of Harry Belafonte, Michael Jackson last night, Jane Brown,
Prince.
and Prince.
Yeah. You killed the Prince.
Didn't he?
You killed the Prince. Yeah. How did you get bit by the love bug? Because the acting bug. I don't even believe it's acting at this point. I believe you probably at home. You're like, give me the eggs. Give me the eggs and bacon. Give me the eggs and bacon.
Well, it's a long story, but I'll make it encapsulated. My father was in the Navy, and when he came home from ship leave, he'd bring all his sailor friends to the house. My mother would bring all her girlfriends to the house. I'm a little kid like this. They'd make me sing. And the sailors started throwing the money, and at 5 years old, I knew what I was going to do in life.
But you find joy in the impersonations, right?
Absolutely,
You find joy.
I certainly do.
And you're good at it.
What?
Thank you so much. And what I like about Miss Tyre is that she didn't come with the old cliche to give him, she didn't, she forgoed that. Is that the word I want to say? She forgoed that. Because everyone hears that every year.
Right. Yeah.
And she went a different direction.
It was a hell of a direction because how my brain sees things, right, is I was watching it, and when I was watching it, it was, in that period of time, it was pieces for me. But that moment on watching you all on stage, it was like, it was now a story. Like, this is what happened, and this is how it affected this, and this is how it affected that. And when you look at us as a people, as a culture, and how everyone was dealing with their own stuff. Right? Like, I didn't even know, and I'm gonna jump over here to Donny Hathaway over here, the amazing Glenn Jones. Like, when you played that part.
International.
Yes.
Recording artist.
We said, don't mess up the brother name.
Recording artist.
Yes, Valencia.
Glenn Jones on the closet. Here at Good Morning
Well, we know we ain't there Friday night.
Just so you know, kind of a big deal. You may continue now.
Very good, to the barbecue.
Yes.
She's invited to the barbecue.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
There's an
this isn't the
international
guy
recording
from up on
artist here.
24th Street. This is the real deal.
Right? Vin, look, and I'm gonna throw this in. I went to Vin wedding, and the first thing she came out was something Motown. I said, "Whoa!"
I love you, Ivy.
I love you too, baby girl.
Well, we always share that even though we are from different backgrounds, we feel so much like family.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
calls me, I'm his sister, and
Yeah.
I call him my brother,
Yeah.
and that's something that's really just a special bond that we share.
Yeah, Vin is dope. So, and one thing that how we use our platform, right, is to make, and we say it like this: her side of the fence, see what goes on my side of the fence, and her and my side of the fence, vice versa, and it works, right?
Absolutely.
And because that's how the world needs to be.
Absolutely.
What Martin Luther King say? He said we might have took different ships, but
yeah.
we're in the same boat now.
Absolutely.
Message. The international recording artist Glenn Jones shows up, and he shows up, and he blows the house down.
Wow.
Well, it was a privilege. This is the first time I've been a part of Cynthia's show. And Donny Hathaway was my idol. I always loved him. I always loved his music. And to get a chance to be involved in telling his story was amazing, And I'm just glad to be a part of it. Cynthia, I've known her for quite a while. We've done some shows together. Matter of fact, when I started coming to this market a lot, it was Cynthia that used to bring me, and somehow we stayed friends, but it was an amazing show. I think it's a great concept, to see all these great, talented people in heaven, which I hope to be there one day. I want to be in the heavenly choir, as they say.
Absolutely. Is that why you wore black?
Hey, no, you know what? That was a miscommunication. It was like, what happened to Donnie? He went to hell or something? I'm sorry, I got all kind of white in my closet, but I didn't know.
I thought it was me.
No, man.
So I don't think Donnie got the message.
You don't think Donnie made it? Yeah, but it was awesome. So I'm looking forward to being a part of it. I think it has the potential to do some great things, and I really want to be a part of that.
You're absolutely right. I sat there and I watched, and I was like, oh, I can see this on Broadway. I can see this. I can see that because the talent alone that was on that stage and the message, it wasn't just entertainment, right? It was infotainment. It was like a doc, a mini doc. So I think that's something you might want to take and like really bottle up and put everything behind that machine, because that was what I saw up there. I'm texting somebody that I know on the other side, like, yo, you see this? Like this is crazy. But because I didn't know, and I think that I got so many thoughts. But anyhow, you got celebrated that night. You got a proclamation and you cried.
Here,
right?
let me
Yeah.
honor you.
Yeah, she said I can't say. Not tears of mine. I can't say.
So let me give you your flowers, Miss Cynthia. So you received a proclamation, which is an honor.
Yes.
It is an honor, and I'm so happy that the Newcastle County Council recognized you for all the work that you're doing in the community, and it's honoring and celebrating the remarkable contributions of Cynthia Tyre in the realm of music and arts. Congratulations,
Yeah, that's what's up,
Cynthia.
man.
Yes.
That's what's up. You go years without being recognized, and then when
Yes.
you least
Beautiful.
expect, the guy shows up.
Yeah. Y'all gonna make her cry, man.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
But Cynthia tirelessly, plug her name right there.
I love
But she
that.
tirelessly
Yes.
always gives to the art community. There's always been, for 20 years, I've helped, been a
Right.
part of her passion.
Yeah.
And she has tirelessly been giving, to the city, to the state of Delaware. And I'm so grateful that they saw an opportunity to give her her flowers, because that vision that came to life yesterday, I had at least 40 goosebump moments.
Yeah, I hear you.
Sitting there watching.
I watched y'all. I saw
Right.
it. I saw y'all. I was like, wait, man, I didn't expect this.
Tears, man, it was
yeah.
just
I have
perfect.
to read this because it just it was speaking to me, and I think
Go ahead,
it's
do your
important
thing.
to continue to give
Yeah.
you your flowers.
Yeah.
Because you're the creative director of this event, honoring Dr. Martin Luther King, which, again, continuing his legacy and the conversation.
She's like, hey, man, read it.
Yes, this right here, obviously, we don't have time to read the whole thing, but it says here, Cynthia Tyre has been instrumental in establishing the industry networks that have significantly enhanced the value and reach of artists, thereby contributing to the enrichment of the cultural landscape and providing artists with avenues for professional growth. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my God. I told you, brother, don't leave character.
Watch his hands.
And just
I know firsthand.
and just think, Cynthia didn't want to be on the show.
Yeah.
She was just going to be in
She's
behind.
sitting in the
She said
back.
it's all about them.
It's all
gotta
about
be
them,
kidding
but that
me.
just shows how humble
Always giving.
you
That's
are.
Cynthia.
Yeah,
You
it
put
is.
everyone else
I
first.
just appreciate the artists that are here for me,
That's right.
and I'd rather them get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't be able to get the props that I
right.
get
Yeah.
if they wouldn't stick with me. And it's relationships. I've known all of them for years. I can't even count it. Dwight and I actually started with the Marvin Gaye play, and that's where we started. So that's been so years ago. And I had an event called Front Stage Fridays, and Kim came, and actually, there was a guy named Philip Joseph, and people don't know the background, but I was the one that put them two together. And Philip passed away, and we did a lot of things with him, and I can't even tell you the price that Glenn gave me when he first came to the Blue Parrot when I did Front Stage Fridays, because we had a relationship. I couldn't tell anybody. And when he did that for me, and I said, we're going to be friends for life, and I knew I had to keep on calling him up and doing things because folks were saying, let's help this girl in the community. And so some of his peers and all, they continued to call me and all. And then just C.P. Lacey, he just carries just everything, the roles and everything. And so you wouldn't even believe that they were like supposed to get their money, like these guys, they get their money before they go on stage.
Yeah.
He goes to another event because that's why he left. He went to go to Wilson's, actually, to do an event. And he's not saying anything about his money. And C.B. Lacey, he didn't say anything. And so they said, we know your reputation.
Right.
And so that's when I know everybody's really my friend, when they're not just saying, the money, and they're there. And I just thank God, because people didn't know that even one time I was on unemployment, I still paid in my last.
Right.
And I have to say that you just have to really take care of the artists. And for them to have the opportunity to even come on Good Morning Wilmington, it meant more for me to see them come on than me. And I think that's what helped to keep some of our relationships going, because I can't do it without them.
Right.
It takes a village.
It
Right?
takes a village. So I do want to mention Dwight. He's the co-director, and it means something when everybody can take your vision, because they had their script, and I tell everybody my script is a guideline. Study your part, and if there's something else that you can add in, I want you to add it in, and this is what they did. I could go sit down, and Dwight could follow the script and just run through the play. And he just told me go sit down a couple of times. So I'm gonna tell you, all of them did that in certain ways and stuff. But it's just that we're family, and I just appreciate it. I just appreciated that you showed up, and I appreciate that you let us come on here today.
Let me tell you something. I met Cynthia maybe about 5 years ago, right? And I didn't know her, right? And I know you all know, when people you meet and they just start name dropping, you be like, yeah, whatever, right? I was like, let me see what she's into, because she name dropping. I don't want to say name dropping like a negative thing, but she was mentioning people, right? And I was like, oh, Dennis. Okay, she know these people, right? Like, all right, and I told Dennis, like, whatever she wants, give it to her. You know what I mean? Just give it to her. And just when she called me about this, I'm like, all right, Cynthia, whatever you want. Here, just fill us out, and I'll tell them I book her. Then make sure we get you in. And this was literally my first time coming to a Cynthia Tyre event, right? And I was in traffic, and I sent you a message. Look, I'm working my way back. I'm not going to miss it. And I just missed like 30 minutes, 20 minutes of it, and I walked in, I'm on the phone with Dennis, like, oh my God. Like this, like you can just feel it, right? And I was like, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. And then people started singing. I was like, oh shoot. The way that my brain works is I'm like, oh, this need to be somewhere else. Like this need to be a movie or something, right? Like this is amazing that's history.
Yes,
That is history. And a lot of people that if they didn't follow that era of music, they missed that. Like you said, Donny Hathaway, his music is amazing. Now. Phyllis Hyman, these people, they sang out of pain. You know, when there was no nurse practitioner, when there was no doctor, when there wasn't, Marvin Gaye, I mean, and we're not even mentioning racism at that point. And they're still singing. And you guys had the perfect opportunity and you did not blow it to tell a story that can heal communities. So thank you so much for what you have done. Thank you for the roles that you play. I don't even want to say roles because I don't believe that they're roles. It's a part of you. Thank you, and thank you.
Welcome.
And I love your voice. I remember first seeing her, I was like, God damn! We got to get out of here. Where can people find you on your Instagram or social so they can follow you?
So my name is Kim Pinder Garner, Pinder Pinder Garner Garner on Facebook, and I'm Philly Singer on Instagram. I actually have a concert at it's sold out anyway. A tribute to Phyllis Hyman on the 25th of January at South Jazz Kitchen in Philadelphia. Gerald Veasley Unscripted Jazz. I do it about quarterly. I do it quarterly, but it's just emotional, so I need like a couple months to get her up out of me, and then I can do it again.
Let us know when next time so you can come in and promote that. Okay?
I promise I will.
Yeah, love it.
My name is Dwight Bazemore, as I said earlier. You can find me on Instagram, DB Bazemore, Facebook, Dwight DB Bazemore as well.
I'm Glenn Jones. You can find me on Instagram at Real Glenn Jones.
The real one, right?
The real Glenn Jones, That's right.
And I'm CP Lacey. Thank you so much for having us. I'm on all the streams, all the platforms. The CP Lacey Show. For those of you who can't recognize me behind this wig, you might remember me from a show called It's Showtime at the Apollo. I'm the guy who kicks you off the stage at the
You the same man?
No.
Dennis,
We've been sitting over there all that time. You ain't say a word.
You should have learned with that.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either.
It's not about
Are you kidding?
Are you serious?
Did anybody know this?
No.
I did.
Somehow I knew it. I don't know.
Yeah, I told you.
Well, let me get my socials in.
Yes.
The CP Lacey Show. Instagram, Facebook, if you're old, MySpace.
Black Planet.
He said the same thing.
Oh my God.
This guy also did our commercial.
Sorry, I just dropped the F-bomb on TV. But we grew up with the same man. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me compose myself.
Right?
All right. Maddie, that's the Sandman. All right. Okay. Sorry.
And he also did our commercials. I don't know if you saw them, but the video commercials.
Yes.
He did those as well, and he did the voice of God when you heard the doorbell ring.
Yeah.
That was CP Lacey. And Allison Williams. Shout out to Allison Williams. She also did the voiceovers that you heard during the production as well. So she was not able to be here, but she helped us from afar.
Yeah, she's
we
dope
love
as hell
Allie.
too. I love Allison.
Yeah.
So she was able to help us. So
Okay, we
I'm
gotta
so
close.
full right
Yeah,
now.
you know. I don't want the show to stop.
we wanted to say we probably needed more time, but because it can get real interesting with us.
I'm trying to tell you, we were sitting over there because he impersonated, my cousin is Flavor Flav. So he impersonated Flav, and
I need to see this one.
I was about to send him, I sent it to Flav this morning, and that's what we were talking about. Ain't nobody saying
Wait a minute, Flav's your cousin?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
It's about him.
And she missed the
yeah.
event last night up in Atlantic City to
For
do
this
this.
play.
Yes.
They redid the self-destruction video, was on stage.
Hush your face.
I missed it.
Okay, all right, bro. Can you hit us with one of your impersonations?
For sure. Y'all need to be the band. Just say ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay.
I feel good. I knew that I would not. I feel good. I knew that I would. Look here. So good. So good. Good morning.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow everyone here on Instagram. Vin, what you think about it?
Oh, wow, another great show. The energy on the plaza. Wow, wow, wow. We're very fortunate to meet so many incredible people here at Good Morning Wilmington.
All right, that's what it is. Again, thank you so much.
that was
for
so
your
fun.
time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really, really appreciate
Yes,
it. God
thank
bless you
you.
and continue keep doing what you're doing.
Yes.
All right, we out of here. Be sure to follow us on DETV on across all social media channels. And remember out here, show love, show just give a damn. And today, do something for service.
Yes.
It's your main man, Big Ivy, talking to town, Mr. DETV, and
Vincenza, Good Morning Wilmington.
what's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Ivy, talking to town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host,
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
Which he said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.